Rock 100.5, the KATT, KATT. J. Ramone live in the Jungle Room. No Brown M&Ms podcast. We're with Gabe from Aranda. How are you, man?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. Is your middle name Ramone? What's going on?
I wish I was a member of the Ramones.
Okay, gotcha. Me too then.
So,
Ramone here.
so how's everything going in the Aranda camp?
Aranda Camp's good. We've been writing new material for a new album. It's, as I was talking to you earlier, it's going a little slow, but we plan on having something out this year.
So you guys are still playing shows. I see you got one festival coming up in Amarillo with Sons of Texas.
Yep, that's correct. We're still playing shows, but like I said, we slowed down a lot, really to be with family and, just work on being home, paying bills and doing, the blue-collar part of life and try to write some new material and then get back out there on the road.
Well, you guys have always done a good job of that, of keeping the music life and the work life separate.
Man, I don't know. I think we've done a good job. We've definitely tried to separate the two, but at the same time, there's no way to not blend, when your schedule is busy like that, you miss out on stuff at home. And those were things I think that were getting to me and Damien both, where it was like, missing first day of school for your youngest child is a kind of a big deal you look back on, and, you wish you could maybe redo some of that stuff. So in the moment now, we're trying to live like that, to where we let that be first and let our music ambitions be second, because we gave a big, huge chunk of our life to that for a long time and did some amazing things and had a lot of fun and got some great opportunities. But man, there's nothing better than going to your kid's soccer game and seeing them win a soccer tournament and being a part of that, not just on video, but being there. And hopefully they'll remember that we were there for that stuff too.
So have you guys been writing with other artists?
Honestly, not really. I've been writing on my own. Damien's been writing on his own. And then we've come together with the ideas and kind of decide which ones are worth moving forward with for this next project. And like I said, it's just been slow going. It sucks for our fans because we've been getting a lot of emails and messages and comments and things about where we're at, what we're doing. And, rest assured we're out here. We're still doing music. We still love music and want to get something out, but family's first right now.
Well, I respect that. I think that's a huge deal, and not many people are willing to do that.
I think touring for as long as we have, you come across artists that you sit down with and you talk with, and a lot of these guys are my good friends, but it's like you see that they made a choice at some point to not do the family thing, to do the musician thing. And for us, I don't think that was ever an option. I think we grew up in great families. We always wanted to have kids, and it was just like I've been with my wife since I was 15 years old. It was like kind of destiny. And that's not how we wanted to do music. Music is a passion, and we love it, but family is our first priority.
Now, I noticed the past couple of years, you've been one of the stowaways on Shiprocked.
Man, that's been a real blessing, like being asked to do that. And we got asked to do that again this year. Or is that next year? I guess is it in January? So it'd be next year. Dude, you talk about fun.
So who all have you played with doing that? For people who don't know, on Shiprocked, the Stowaways is kind of an all-star super group. And is it the band that plays the after parties? Is that what it is?
No, we do two big sets the same way the regular bands would do sets, and we do on the top deck. And so we do like an hour and a half set, and one set is usually a tribute set. So we do songs that were by, last year we did like Prince and David Bowie, and for artists that passed before us. And the other one is like a themed set, and so it can be anything from space to carnival kind of thing, and you try to tailor the songs around that. But yeah, I mean, Jeff Tate from Queensryche,
wow,
Corey Glover, Living Color, so many. LeJohn, a lot of the bands from the bands that are on the ship also take part in Shiprocked. LeJohn from Seven Dust, and Clint, and Sonny from POD. A lot of those guys. I'm trying to think of the kind of the legendary guys, but I can't right off the top of my head right now. But singing, like for me, I got to sing Crosstown Traffic, Jimi Hendrix with Corey Glover from Living Color.
That's a bucket lister for sure for me.
Living Color is a huge like staple of kind of our foundation. Like I remember Cult of Personality came out, it blew my mind as well as everybody else's, and to be able to mix that R&B with the rock, I always thought was like, man. Not that they were the first to do it, but it opened those doors to start exploring other bands, like King's X and things like that. That you're like, oh man, this is a cool combination. So some of our earlier stuff we had written was in the vein of a Living Color, that kind of stuff. So yeah, big deal. A lot of fun, man. Everybody's just, it's almost like a big jam. We do one rehearsal on the ship and that's it. We do one rehearsal. It's an all day thing. But if you can imagine all those, you're talking 40 musicians maybe or more trying to work up 2 sets in one day. It's like you got to come prepared and ready, and everybody does. So it's a fun deal.
Well, as you know, the Eagles going back out on tour, or they're on tour now, the kind of farewell tour, and with Glenn Frey passing away, Oklahoman Vince Gill got the call to come in and step into those shoes. Is there any band out there that if you got the call that you would immediately have to say yes because you were such a fan, kind of like Vince Gill was the Eagles?
Well, Living Color would come to mind, but I don't think I'm going to get that call. Yeah, come on. Zeppelin, The Who.
I'm on board with Zeppelin right now because I've seen you play Zeppelin, and I think you guys do it better than they do.
I know that's not correct, but I would love to give it a try. You know what I mean? Like the nostalgia and just, again, I think they're still just the centerpiece in rock and roll from my perspective. I know there's other staple bands out there, but for me, they were it, and
so if this reunion does happen, how bad are you going to fight to get tickets?
I'm going to get them. There'll be no fighting. I'll make whatever phone call I got to make.
Well, thanks for coming in, man. It's good to catch up with you, and I can't wait to hear more new music.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to you guys hearing it.
Gabe from Aranda, No Brown M&Ms podcast. Rate, review us now, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store as well.